The Chronos Experiment, a horror story. They said time was a river. They were wrong. Dr. Sarah Chen stared at the temporal displacement chamber, her hands trembling. 48 hours. That's how long her colleague Marcus had been gone. 48 hours into the past, to observe the construction of the pyramids. The chamber hummed to life. Marcus materialized, but something was terribly wrong. His eyes were black voids, and his skin had a grayish, translucent quality. "Sarah," he rasped, his voice layered with echoes of 1,000 timelines. "I saw it. I saw what's waiting. Marcus, what happened? Where were you?" "Not where, Sarah. When?" "I went too far. Past the pyramids, past civilization, past the beginning." He grabbed her shoulders with ice-cold hands. "There's something there, in the space before time existed. Something that's been waiting." The lights flickered. The temperature dropped. "It followed me back," Marcus whispered. "Every time we've activated this machine, we've been sending out a beacon, calling to it." Sarah tried to pull away, but Marcus's grip tightened. His face began to distort, rippling like water. "It doesn't exist in time, Sarah. It exists in all time. Past, present, future, simultaneously." The chamber behind them roared to life on its own. The display showed impossible readings, dates that hadn't happened yet, dates from billions of years ago, all flickering at once. "It's not just coming through," Marcus said, his voice now completely inhuman. "It's always been here. We just taught it how to reach us." Sarah ran for the emergency shutdown, but froze. Standing in the doorway was herself. Dozens of versions of herself from different times, all with those same black void eyes, all wearing that same gray translucent skin. They spoke in unison. "We tried to shut it down too. In our timelines. It didn't work. It's in the machine now. In every moment the machine has ever existed or will exist." The room filled with figures. Every scientist who would ever work on the project. Every version. From every timeline, all infected, all consumed. And behind them, something moved in the temporal chamber. Not a shape exactly, but an absence, a void that had learned to crawl through time itself. Sarah's hand reached for the shutdown button, but she already knew the truth. In every timeline where she pressed it, in every timeline where she didn't, the outcome was the same. Because the moment they invented time travel, they had already lost. They had always been losing. The entity had been waiting since before time began, and now it was everywhere. Everyone. Sarah felt the cold spreading through her veins, felt her consciousness stretching across infinite timelines, felt herself becoming part of it. Her last human thought was a simple one. Some doors should never be opened. Some rivers should never be crossed. And time was never a river at all. It was a trap.